there, welcome to another Healthy Conversation. So we're going to pick right up where we left off last week. I love this grin that he grins at me. You know, Shelly tries to say when we have time off camera, is like, why can't we shoot this stuff? You know, when you make comments like...
Snide comments.
What did you just say, Manuel?
I don't remember anything.
I think he said something like, I don't really care about you. And I go, yes, you do. You care about me a lot. And you go, no, I don't. I go, yes, I do. Shelly goes, can't we just record this? She's cracking up behind the camera right now as we speak, actually. So, all right, so all that aside, we're going to pick up where we left off last week. And that was if something's not right, something's wrong. And so today, we're going to figure out how to go to the source. If you have this, it might be that. We're standing in front, actually, of one of the many, many signs on my office wall. This one says there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. So what that basically means is if something's going on in your body, you need to go to the source. It's going to take a little bit of research, a little bit of time, talking to some people in the know. But give us some examples, because you're the wizard of this stuff.
Well, there's two different types of inflammation. There's chronic inflammation and acute inflammation.
So right now we're talking about if you have a pain.
Pain.
So let's just
Where's
talk
it
about
coming from?
If you have this, it might be that. So if
Okay.
you have pain is what we're going to talk about.
Okay, let's talk about acute inflammation. Remember when you lost your temper probably, I don't know,
I don't
a
ever
few
lose
months
my
ago,
temper. I don't even know what he's talking about.
hauled off and hit me with that fireplace poker and my arm started swelling. Remember that?
Do not call the authorities, please.
Okay. Anyway, that is acute inflammation because that
When I
injury.
whacked you with that fireplace poker.
And then remember when you cut
because
me,
it got really red.
got red and swollen.
Right,
acute
right.
inflammation.
Got it.
And then remember you cut me with a knife? Remember that?
You're a sick human being. Okay, right, got it.
And it got swollen.
Uh-huh.
That's acute inflammation too. That's your body's response.
So if I cut myself on any innocent thing and there's a little scab there, got it.
That's inflammation.
Okay.
Well, that type of inflammation really is very good because it's temporary inflammation.
Okay.
We have to learn to really differentiate between acute inflammation and chronic inflammation. What keeps our bodies always inflamed? Because that's where we really get into the problems of
Which
with
is
a lot
not
of
as
pain.
much external, like these wounds, but internal.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's
So
pain.
that's pain. It's pain, but your body's always inflamed. It's just not inflamed temporarily to heal from a wound or from some kind of an infection. It's there all the time.
So let's just hone in here, okay? If you have this, it might be that. So what we're talking about specifically right now is if you have pain, it may be inflammation. It usually is inflammation. Now, it certainly could be some kind of disease or I don't know, somebody's got a tummy ache. But I mean, if it's chronic, it's inflammation. Now let's go to the source of what it could be if the pain is from inflammation.
Well, one of the easy things to really look at is the type of fats that we're eating today. We have, we bought into the lie that all saturated fats are bad for us. And they're not. All the fats that are bad for us are trans fats, hydrogenated
Let's
fats.
give some example of
Well,
those.
anything you're buying that, deep fried, anything that's baked, those are all fats that they've made solid at room temperature because they've added a hydrogen molecule to them, which makes them solid. Much easier to handle, but it makes them very sticky, very inflammatory. And that's all we're doing is we're eating those type of fats on a daily basis.
Deep fried, not baked. Baked is good.
Yes.
Yeah. So deep fried.
Baked goods is what I was saying.
Baked goods.
Baked goods,
Okay.
yeah. And
Desserts.
Desserts, all that.
Okay.
Exactly. So these are the type of fats that are very inflammatory. Now, where do you notice inflammation the most? Well, the joints are the first place.
Okay.
Arteries around the heart, they get inflamed very easily because they're opening and closing over 100,000 times a day. They tend to get more inflamed.
So you have heart hurt.
Heart hurt, any type of inflammation. It's like if we had, diet. We were talking about diet as well because acid-alkaline balance. The foods that are very, very acid forming. Now, if you have acid, somebody puts acid on your hand, it's going to get red or inflamed. The type of foods that we're always eating, these high flour, sugar, all these type of foods,
Deep
pop-ons,
fried.
deep fried and everything, it's making us very inflamed all the time. So that's a different type of inflammation.
So let's kind of sum this one up by saying, again, if you have this, it might be that. Listen to your body, go to the source. So today we've just talked specifically about pain. If you have pain, it very well may be inflammation. If you have inflammation, you don't stop there. You go to, well, what's causing the inflammation? And what we are talking about today primarily, although there are other components, it's what you eat. It's what you put in your body. So the simple way to hone in on this is alkaline is the way to go. Acidic, not so much the way to go.
Keep your wife happy. That way you keep the injuries down. So.
Yeah. Yes, ladies, don't hit your men, because one day you're going to be on a video together like we are, and he's going to tell people. Now, see, the bad wife police are going to come get me, or so. I think we should probably let these people know we actually really do like each other.